Isaura, why are you moving to Dominican Republic? Why you don't stay there? The opportunities are endless. Why this and this and that? You could be a professional. Why you don't go back to school? A lot of things in my head. But I'm gonna clarify. A lot of these comments that I get from people that are not inside of me and that they don't know what my plans are and why I'm taking the decision of moving back to Dominican Republic in the future. Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Isaura Bru, and in this channel, we talk a little bit about everything, but I'm focusing more on my moving to the Dominican Republic. So, for people that want to move to the Dominican Republic, as well as because I live in New York City, side hustles, personal development, and a lot of other stuff that has helped me achieve a lot of the things that I want in life. So, if you like any of this, please subscribe to my channel for more. I have been getting a lot of different comments when I either tell people or from my YouTube channel, why am I moving to the Dominican Republic? It's a third world country. The life is different than here. It's not the same. The opportunities that you have here in United States are not the same after all the sacrifices that your family made in order for you to be here. Why are you moving back? Like, a lot of people don't understand. And then the other side, I have a lot of followers as well that are already living in the Dominican Republic, that move out from the United States, that are like, oh my God, that's great. But post more, we want to know more, etc. One group of people support you and the other group is not supporting you at all, which is totally fine with me. But I want to clarify to a lot of the people that don't understand my point and don't understand why, the reason why I'm moving to the Dominican Republic in the future and why is something I really want to desperately do in my near future. First of all, I have to say that I love United States, especially New York City where I live. I was able to see and meet a lot of people that I never thought I would have been able to. Different cultures in this city, different kind of people, etc. But unfortunately for me, it was not the dream that I have for a long term in my life. After coming here to the United States, I realized the cycle of life that people live here in order to achieve the things that they want, which is not easy because when you are living in one of the largest cities in the world, you know that what it takes to live here, it's not just a couple of dollars, if you know what I mean. This takes me to my first reason of why I want to move to the Dominican Republic, and it's the cost of living in the United States, which I always say on my previous videos, it is very high. Someone is living here with their families and they find themselves being able to support all their needs and they're making a good salary a year. This is a good place to live, and it's fine if that's something that you want to do. But this was not and is not my dream. Here in the United States, in New York City specifically, because this is where I live, it's beautiful. I'm not gonna lie about that. The way of living is not the, for example, for me, I'm gonna give you my own example. I wake up every day at 2:40 in the morning because I have to do this driving job, right? I am a medical delivery courier. I have my own company and I have a contract with the laboratories and I deliver medicine throughout New York City. I wake up at this time and then I get home around 12:30 p.m. At that time, I eat, I do my stuff, and then I go back to work. But now I work from home. I do some side hustles for the airport, LGA LaGuardia, and I do some other stuff here and there. This year, 2022, I filed my taxes and I was surprised to find out that last year alone, 2022, was my first year where I was able to make six figures. From three jobs, I was able to make six figures and I don't have a college degree. It's hard, it's tough to make that kind of money here in New York City, especially as a single mother. I say that because I recently got married 2 years ago. My partner is not here, he's in the Dominican Republic, and I am helping him come over here because with both of our incomes is going to be better to support ourselves and to save money to do the things that we want to do. But what I mean by this is that making the money is not the hard part, because you know that if you work hard, you are going to be able to make money. And this is something that I have always known, that if you work hard and you put your mind on doing whatever it takes to make money, you are going to make money here in the United States because there are opportunities. I'm not saying they're the greatest, but they are going to give you some money. I have done DoorDash, which I love. I do that on the weekends sometimes, but because I'm pregnant, oh my Jesus, like it's bad. Like it's hard. I am blessed to have my mother that helps me with my daughter, but it's hard. But let's say I put on my mind that I am trying to achieve a goal and I am not scared to do absolutely nothing in order to achieve what my goal is, whatever my goal is. So if I aside from these three jobs, sometimes I do DoorDash or I do Uber Eats, or I could also clean houses, or I could also take care of elderly people in Long Island because I do build connections throughout the years. Because when I was in around my 21s to 25, I used to do home care for elderly people, sometimes on the weekends and sometimes after my work, which was Chase back in those days. When I tell you that I have done a lot of stuff and I am so proud of myself because I've never put myself in a position that I said no to any opportunity that could allow me to make money. So these allow me to actually make good connections with people that every time they know about something or opportunity, they let me know. That part is clear. I wanted to clear up that part because I don't want people to think that I'm a lazy person that doesn't want to work in the United States, and that's why she's trying to move back to her country. Like I said, I am a very hard worker, and I don't want to I don't want you guys to think that I'm all that, but it's just the way I am. And a lot of Dominicans, women and men here, they work hard. It's just the management that we have with the money is not the best, because what I have noticed is that when Dominican people come over here to New York City, they try to have everything that they couldn't have back in our countries. And that's not bad. Knowledgeable understanding of financial independence. We don't put ourselves on a position of sacrificing the things that we're doing now in order to have more in the future. We want things right away. So the first paycheck, they buy the sneakers that they always wanted, they buy these type of clothes that they always wanted, which is not bad. But like I say, sometimes we have to make sacrifices in order to achieve our goals. So for me, after living this cycle, this rat race, like they call it here, I started feeling that my life every single day was just a repeatable event that never stopped. And I thought to myself, there's a lot to the world more than me working every single day in order to just survive here in the United States. And I started thinking about the moments that I had back in my Dominican Republic. As you know, I am from the south part of the Dominican Republic. Actually, I am from a lot of places in the Dominican Republic because I didn't mention this in the channel, but I was born in Santo Domingo. That's where I was born. And I was there for like 5 years. Then my mom has to come to the United States and I moved to the south part of the Dominican Republic, which is San Juan de la Maguana. But my mother is from Cotuí. She is from Fantino Cotuí, which is it's actually before you go to La Vega, Santiago, all of those places, Cotuí is right on that area. So I am from the north, south, west, everywhere in the Dominican Republic. I started thinking in the moments that I used to live there, when I used to live there, all the fun things that people do, how people manage themselves, working life and personal life, how they do it. And even though there you don't make a lot of money as a working person there with a career, you still live a good life and you have a quality life with your family and friends. It's not like here that everything has to be so planned out. You never have time. So I was like, wait a second, maybe I can change the way I live. Maybe this doesn't have to be my reality, because if you think about it, let me just put an example here. I remember back I wrote in my notebook all the things that I wanted to have here in the United States. I wanted to have a car. I wanted to be able to do a lot of things with my daughter. I wanted to purchase a house. I want to a lot of stuff. And I remember that at the end of that I wrote down everything. I calculated how much money I needed to have in order to live this quality of life here in the United States every year. And it came up to around $250,000 a year to live the type of quality life that I wanted, because I was thinking only on luxuries, only on stuff like that. And I was like, today, when I look back at that notebook, I'm like, oh my God, we get so caught up on the material things that we don't realize how important is just a quality life with the people that you love, and that I actually did not need so much in order to be happy and content with my life. Imagine $250,000. That is a lot of money in the Dominican Republic. Because when I tell you that a person making a decent amount of money makes between 7 to 800 a month and is able to survive, uh, that's able to support a couple. I'm not lying to you. So imagine my dreams were going out of control when I was thinking to make $250,000 a year in order to support the lifestyle that I wanted. So I got into minimalist. I got into this mentality that I didn't need much in order to live, and that if I can only decrease the things that I was spending money on, I could also decrease the amount of hours and work that I have to put in order to get the money needed for the necessities in life. Because at the end of the day, we just need money for necessities, for the regular things, our house, our utility bills, some activities that you want to do, and food. That's all we need money for. But we are so caught up. The society makes us think that we need more than that. That if you don't have more than that, if you don't have a Tesla, a Mercedes, a BMW, you're not worth enough. I'm sorry, but that is not my dream anymore. I'm not gonna say I didn't dream of those stuff before, but not now. My dream right now is to having freedom to do the things that I want, to have the freedom to wake up every day and not being worried about having to go to work, because if not, they're gonna take my Tesla, they're gonna take my new TV that I pay a lot of money on, and I'm paying on credit. They're gonna take. I don't gonna have to worry about all that. So this is when I started to be more conscious of the spending, creating my budget, which really helped me see how much money I was spending, and helped me view the world differently. And why did I pick the Dominican Republic to move back to? Well, I am Dominican, and my country is beautiful. And even though I'm from the Dominican Republic, there are a lot of places in my country that I don't know. I bought a land, the opportunity came up. I started building my house, and I know that when I finished my house and I furnish my house, etc., I know I'm gonna have a place to call my home. That, let's say, in the future, who knows? Maybe I go live in Thailand, maybe I go live somewhere else. Who knows? But I have a house to where I can always go back to live. And this is the basic, because when you have your house, you know nobody's gonna kick you out of there. In the Dominican Republic, it's not like here in New York City that if you purchase a house, you have to pay taxes every year. No. If you buy a land and you start building there, you are gonna just do a one-time payment, and that's it. There's no taxes on properties there yearly. That does not exist over there. So that's a win. And another thing is because I want to find out more about my culture. I want to be relaxed. I want to enjoy nature, and I want to be able to just be with my family. My grandmother's still alive. I have my aunts, my father who lives over there. He travels. He doesn't like it here. My mother lives here in New York City with me, but she always tell me that her dream is to actually go back to her country and enjoy with her family and stuff. And that's something that I know I can do. Now, Isaura, how are you going to support yourself over there? Well, I have this YouTube channel. If you guys didn't know, the YouTubers that do videos, they get paid because after a certain amount of subscribers, a certain amount of watch time, you get paid for YouTube. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to be easy to build up a YouTube and make money out of it, but little by little, this could be a stream of income. If you have abilities, like for example, I do social media management. I help people with their YouTube channel. If you're struggling with your YouTube, getting subscribers, getting views, that's something that I do. Digital marketing, which is great. That's a skill that I was able to learn in order to make other people, in order to help other people, but it also helps me because I can make money out of that as well. I have a lot of connections in the Dominican Republic. I have a lot of connections here in New York City. So I take advantage of the things that I'm able to do in order to help other people and help myself as well. I know English, I could teach English in the Dominican Republic. I know Spanish, I can teach Spanish here in New York City. So there's a ton of options when it comes to the online world, and the stuff that you can do with the knowledge that you have. It's just the mentality that you have to get into the shit, like they said, so that you can do the things that you have to do. With this being said, I hope this overview of why I'm moving to the Dominican Republic helps you open your eyes to new ideas, to new things, that New York City, United States, whatever, it's not the only country that exists. And there is a lot of other countries, beautiful countries, affordable countries that you can move. But I'm specifically talking about the Dominican Republic, because it's my country and it's the country that I know best. Aside from New York City, now I have some knowledge about here as well that I can share with you guys too. So I hope this video is helpful. Stay tuned for more upcoming videos. I'm going to be talking in my future videos about the cost of living in the Dominican Republic depending on the area that you live. I'm pretty sure you're gonna like that video, because I'm going to share with you some overview of different places in the Dominican Republic that have different cost of living, and you're not gonna believe with how much money you could actually live in some of the rural places in the Dominican Republic. So stay tuned, like and subscribe to this video. Leave a comment if you have any question. My email is in the description of this video for any consultation or any questions. I see you in the next video.